So everybody, and I mean everybody, in my family has anxiety. Yeah, we can relate. Sometimes I think everybody in everybody's family has anxiety. And so this is a story about a special family member's anxiety, my dog's. My dog's name is Little Ann. She is a hound dog. And she has very severe anxiety. And the story takes place at a dog behaviorist because her anxiety is so bad that we took her to a dog behaviorist. Because the first day we brought Little Ann to our house, we adopted her from a rescue agency that rescues dogs from the deep south. And what we didn't know at the time was that she had never really grown up around people. We think she grew up in a forest. Because when we got her to our block in West Philly on Locust Street, we thought that she was going to jump out of the car and be like this, city dog from the movies, and everyone in the neighborhood would know her. And she jumped out of the car and took one look at West Philadelphia and turned around and ran underneath the car and urinated frantically. And I can relate. And we said, oh, that could be a problem. And we took her home and we said, okay, we're going to bring over a friend and, she'll get to know people. And so she's hiding at the top of our steps and a friend of ours comes over. She comes running down the steps, sees that it's a stranger, and howls. And I mean, she is a cute, like, greyhound-looking, brown, raccoon-hunting dog, right? But she has this howl that's like a heavy metal, like, totally awesome growl. It's like, brrr, like that, like really, like, and it is like meant to be heard across the forest, right? So it is this crazy howl. So she howls at our friend, right in our friend's face, turns around and runs back up the stairs, urinating. And so we said, okay, that's kind of a problem. And then, so we're telling the behaviorist this while we're in what we thought was going to be like this dog whisperer half-hour awesome experience where we show up and the behaviorist just fixes the dog and we go back out and we're going to be back on track. And that's not the way it worked. We were in a basement with a bunch of pillars and Little Ann was hiding behind the pillar. And we said, well, here's the problem, like, fix it. She's really, really scared of everything. In the house, she's okay. She's a normal dog. But when we're outside, we walk her down the block, she's too scared. And she howls at everything. She howls at the neighbors coming home from work. She howls at strangers. She howls at sirens, right? If a siren goes by on Walnut Street, she'll go to the window and howl. And this is kind of cool. She matches like her pitch and tone to the siren, which is pretty neat. So we're like, so we don't want her to do that, right? And they said, okay, so what have you tried? And we're like, well, we tell her no when she does things that we don't want her to do. And they said, well, that's your problem. And we realized something about dog behaviorists at that point. They don't really teach the dog behavior. They teach you behavior. What they do is they talk to you about what you do with the dog and tell you how wrong it is. And they said, here, try this. Go get her. And so we're in this room, she's hiding behind a pillar, like, go get her. And so we walk over to her to pick her up, and she runs to behind another pillar. And we just did this like whack-a-mole for a few minutes, and they said, look, you can't chase this dog. Figuratively, literally, you cannot chase this dog. If you go after her, she's going to get scared and run away. The only way that you connect with this dog, and the only way that you're going to help her get through her anxiety, and she'll never get over it, she'll get through it, is you have to get down low and show her love, and she'll come over to you. And they did that, and she ran over to this stranger and was like reasonably okay with them. She still, peed a little, but just a little. And that was progress. And so we realized, yeah, okay, like, we can't run after this problem. We have to work with it. And for those of you who've dealt with anxiety in your lives, you realize that, right? Like, progress does not happen overnight, and it doesn't even happen measurably. It's like all of a sudden something will be different, and you'll realize you're getting better at doing normal things. And like, if you've lived with someone with anxiety, you realize that too. And we were so proud of this dog when she walks down the block without freaking out and having a panic attack. And when the neighbors come home and she doesn't howl at them, right? When you live with someone with anxiety and you're helping them with it, you get so proud over like the most basic things because you know they took so much courage to do. And we learned another thing from the dog behaviorist. We learned why she howls at sirens. And they said that is A throwback to the old days when dogs were descended obviously from wolves. When a wolf is lost from the wolf pack, the wolf will howl, and the pack will howl back. And it's a way for the wolf to find the pack and a way for the wolf to find home. So they said, look, when she hears a siren and she goes to the window and she's howling, the same way that the siren is howling, she thinks that's a lost animal, and she's trying to get that lost animal to come back home. And so now when she howls after sirens, we don't tell her no. We go up to her and we say, look, little Ann, you're a good dog. You're the best dog. Thank you.